they prepare for an Eastern Conference opponent right here. It's Wednesday Night Basketball, live on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan to call the game with our analysts Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. You look at Miami. Well, they come into every game with confidence, and this game is no different. Two elite teams put each other to the test, certainly, every time they meet. A lot on the line in this one, though.
And right now for Miami, they've played some good basketball this year. They have to consider this season to be a success in terms of where they are at this point.
Well, they ought to. I mean, I wasn't sure they were going to be able to do a lot of damage coming into the year. But I'm a believer now.
So here's Miami's starting group. Dragic is joined in the backcourt by Wade. The big men are Bosh and Whiteside. And it's Dang in at the small forward. Well, a scary moment for Chris Bosh last year. He had to be shut down, Greg, as we all know, for the season after a blood clot was found in his lung.
You know, and Kevin, it really puts basketball in perspective. I mean, it happened right after the trade deadline, and obviously a huge blow to the Heat in terms of their push for the postseason. But fortunately, it looks like he's going to make a full recovery and have a huge impact this season.
And here is Curry after the three-pointer from Goran Dragic. Outside, Green. He dishes it to Bogut. 5 on the clock. And it's a defensive 3-second violation. The Warriors shooting their first free throw attempt on the night.
And it's been an average year, really, at the free throw line for this group, only around 75%.
Guys, their free throw shooting has slipped a bit since last year, but not really to the point where they should be overly concerned about it.
And so he hits the technical free throw. Curry against Dragic. And Curry, here we go. That's good. Curry's got 6.
Well, Merry Christmas. I mean, that was a freebie.
Golden State on D. They come in fresh off a win against the Heat.
And we've talked about how in the NBA you've got to earn your points the hard way, and that really wasn't the case in that game for them.
No, there was no hard way about it. I mean, they got their points easily on dunks and layups against a defense that really didn't offer much of a fight.
Here's Curry after the made shot from Dwayne Wade. Outside Curry. In the corner, Iguodala with it. And here's Wade.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
And for Wade, we often talk about his physical state. But what about the mental toughness? Here's a guy who's been playing in some kind of pain every game for the past few years, but he just keeps churning the butter, not wanting to let his team down.
The drive by Iguodala, and he bangs it home with one hand.
Tell you what, he's not an easy guy to stop when he's got his sight on the rim.
Never has been, never. will be. He is a determined finisher.
Did he just go chop chop there with that one hand tomahawk slam?
And Miami calls their first time out of the game. Greg, you brought up the topic of Wade. He's had a chance to make several tough mental adjustments throughout his career.
Well, he's always been a guy willing to alter his game for the good of the team. That's why he's got those championship rings, Kevin. You've got to be flexible, not just talent.
Yeah, when Shaq comes in and joins them, then he had to change away when LeBron came in to play
Great
a
credit
different
to
way.
him.
Yeah.
Great credit to him.
Very admirable. And Miami calls their first time out of the game, moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Warriors.
And I think they could hold their heads high from that performance, you know, despite the final score being what it was.
I agree with you. I mean, it was a tough game, played in a tough environment on the road, and they were in it right until the bitter end, so that's good stuff.
Some changes here for the Warriors. Harrison Barnes comes in for Andrew Bogut. And it's Barbosa in for Thompson. And then for Miami, Anderson, he's checked in for Whiteside. And it's Haslam in for Chris Bosh. Now, here's Wade. 20 points for him last game against the Warriors in Oakland.
And don't forget about his work on the glass. I mean, he contributed in a number of ways.
Curry against Dragic. Outside Curry. Iguodala, that's a two-pointer. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Iguodala's got his second bucket tonight.
4 straight makes out of the gate. That's a sweet start.
Wade passes to Deng. Back to Wade. To the middle. Haslam, that's good.
Well, I think it's been said about 1,000 times now how Coach Spoelstra started as a video coordinator with the Heat, but he's been with the organization for so long, they are starting to become synonymous.
First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. On the wing, Dwayne Wade. Shot is off. The Warriors go the other way. Last time these two teams came together was also in this building. They were able to win it for the home fans.
And the way they attacked the basket in that game was unreal. I mean, after a while, the defenders seemed to just wave the white flag.
Yeah, like you said, I mean, that's what will happen when a team continues to attack the basket and come away with layups. The defense tends to get demoralized and deflated.
Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession.
You know, that's hard to explain that play. I mean, I guess he thought he had more room than he did.
Different look here for the Warriors. Azili's checked in for Green. Bush comes in for Andre Iguodala. Clark, he's checked in for Leandro Barbosa. And it's Livingston in for Curry. Here's Clark. Out to the right wing. Just 5 on the clock. Shot's good. Barnes has got himself on the board with 3 there.
How in the world did they let him get that wide open?
Dragic dishes to Wade. Haslam against Barnes. And it's Deng in the corner. Rush with the steal. Pass to Barnes. Lets it go from 14. And there are the Warriors now with another bucket.
They've got themselves in front with some outstanding shooting right off the bat.
It's been a complete technical dominant performance out here. They are in a zone.
Will it go? And the rejection by Azili. Dragic gets the bucket. Warriors leading by 4. Livingston kicks to Azili. Here's Clark. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. And the foul on Dwayne Wade. That's his first foul. And the Warriors with some changes. Andrew Bogut checked in for Harrison Barnes. And it's Klay Thompson in for Ian Clark. 6 on the shot clock. Thompson inside the line. And there are the Warriors now with another bucket.
You know, his ability is matched only by his energy, guys. I mean, he's usually in the middle of everything for his team.
Left side, Deng. Trying to find Haslam and gets it to him. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Haslam's got his second bucket tonight.
You know, that's been a big